Hello, I am Victor. Today we are to talk about the mystery of Atlantis. Atlantis is a legendary island first mentioned in the works of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Throughout history, this enigmatic place has captured the imagination of millions, with tales of an advanced civilization, technological marvels, and a tragic, catastrophic end. The myth of Atlantis has permeated popular culture and has inspired numerous books, films, and even conspiracy theories. But what is the truth behind this mysterious lost city? According to Plato, he learned about Atlantis from his ancestor, the Athenian statesman and poet Solon. Solon had visited Egypt around 600 BCE, where he engaged in discussions with Egyptian priests. The priests told Solon about the ancient history of their land and the story of a great war between Athens and a powerful empire from beyond the Pillars of Hercules, usually identified as the Strait of Gibraltar, called Atlantis. This conflict took place around 9,000 years before Solon's time. Upon his return to Greece, Solon shared the story of Atlantis with his fellow Athenians, and the tale was passed down through generations until it reached Plato. Plato then incorporated the story into two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. Written around 360 BCE, approximately 2,382 years ago. In these works, Plato describes Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed around 9,000 years before his own time. According to the narrative, Atlantis was a vast island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which are identified as the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar. The island was said to be larger than Asia and Libya combined and had a highly advanced society with remarkable achievements in science, art, and architecture. The ruler of Atlantis was a man named Atlas. He was the eldest son of the god Poseidon and a mortal woman named Cleito. Poseidon had fallen in love with Cleito and had fathered 10 sons with her, forming the ruling class of the Atlantean civilization. Atlas was chosen by Poseidon to be the king and leader of his siblings, who ruled the various regions of Atlantis. As the Atlanteans grew more powerful and technologically advanced, they became increasingly corrupt, greedy, and warlike. Eventually, they attempted to conquer the known world, clashing with the ancient Athenians who heroically resisted the Atlantean invasion. The gods, displeased by the Atlanteans' hubris and moral degradation, decided to punish them. In a single day and night, a series of catastrophic earthquakes and floods struck the island, causing it to sink beneath the sea, disappearing forever. The waters around the sunken island became impassable and impenetrable, with a layer of mud and debris making navigation impossible. This dramatic event marked the end of the once great civilization of Atlantis, leaving only tales of its former glory as a haunting reminder of the consequences of unchecked power and moral decay. Numerous theories have been proposed regarding the possible location of the lost city of Atlantis. Some suggest it may have been situated in the Mediterranean region, with candidates such as the islands of Santorini, Sardinia, or even the island of Crete. Other theories point to locations outside the Mediterranean, such as the Caribbean, the Canary Islands, or even Antarctica. Some alternative theories propose that Atlantis was located in Antarctica, claiming that the continent was once ice-free and home to an advanced civilization. This theory is based on the idea that Earth's crust has shifted over time, causing the once temperate Atlantis to become the frozen continent of Antarctica. One of the most intriguing theories about Atlantis's location is the connection to the Eye of the Sahara, also known as the Richat structure. This massive circular formation in Mauritania spans over 25 miles in diameter, and its striking concentric rings of sedimentary rocks make it visible from space. So, what exactly connects the Eye of the Sahara to the lost city of Atlantis? There are several key similarities between Plato's description of the city and the Richat structure's features. He wrote that the city was situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which many believe refers to the Strait of Gibraltar. This places Atlantis somewhere near the Sahara Desert, making the Eye of the Sahara a potential site for the legendary city. According to Plato's description, the city of Atlantis was designed as a series of concentric rings of water and land, with alternating zones of water and land encircling a central island. The central island was said to be the site of a palace and a temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. The Eye of the Sahara also consists of a circular pattern of alternating layers of rock and sediment, which creates the appearance of concentric rings. While the Eye of the Sahara is a natural phenomenon, its circular pattern bears a striking resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis's concentric rings. The geological history of the regions surrounding the Eye of the Sahara also lends support to the theory. Some researchers argue that the geological formations in the Richat structure, such as volcanic rocks and underwater sediments, support the idea that the area was once submerged underwater. This aligns with the narrative of Atlantis being destroyed by floods and sinking beneath the sea. The area has experienced significant tectonic activity in the past, and the possibility of ancient floods further fuels the speculative connection between the Richat structure and Atlantis' catastrophic end. The white parts in the picture are sea salt on the sand. The presence of salt on the sands surrounding the eye of the Sahara could be interpreted as evidence of an ancient flood, aligning with the story of Atlantis sinking beneath the sea after a catastrophic event. Some researchers suggest that the remnants of salt deposits in the region could be a result of seawater inundating the area. There are also presence of ancient riverbeds and other geomorphological features in the broader region around the eye of the Sahara suggests that the area experienced wetter conditions in the past. This evidence includes dried-up lake basins, erosion patterns in rocks or sediments, and marks left by the flow of water. These features provide valuable insights into the historical climate, hydrology, and landscape of the region. During the African humid period, which occurred around 14,000 to 5,500 years ago, the Sahara Desert experienced substantially wetter conditions, with rivers, lakes, and even vegetation covering the landscape. As the climate changed, these bodies of water gradually disappeared, leaving behind geological and geomorphological features that reveal the history of water flow in the region. While numerous theories abound regarding the location of Atlantis, none have produced conclusive archaeological or geological evidence to support their claims. Some researchers have pointed to similarities between various ancient sites and Plato's description of Atlantis, but these connections remain speculative. The lack of concrete evidence has led many to question whether Atlantis ever truly existed as a historical place. It is important to consider that Plato, as a philosopher, frequently employed myths and allegories in his writings to illustrate philosophical concepts. Given this context, it is possible that Atlantis was not intended to be understood as a literal historical place but rather as an allegorical narrative crafted to explore ideas about society, morality, and human nature. Some scholars argue that the story of Atlantis serves as a cautionary tale, warning of the dangers of unchecked power and moral decline. In this interpretation, the tragic fate of Atlantis serves to illustrate the need for balance and wisdom in governance. Others view Atlantis as a utopian vision, representing an ideal society that could have existed if not for its eventual corruption and downfall. The story of Atlantis shares striking similarities with other myths and legends from various ancient civilizations. Stories of lost cities, advanced civilizations, and cataclysmic disasters can be found in the cultural narratives of the ancient Egyptians, Mesopotamians, and Mesoamericans, among others. These similarities have led some researchers to propose that the story of Atlantis may be a product of a shared cultural memory. One possibility is that the Atlantis myth may have arisen from a collective memory of a catastrophic event that impacted multiple ancient civilizations. For example, the story of a great flood is a recurring theme in many myths and legends from around the world. The striking similarities between these narratives have led some to theorize that they may be rooted in an actual historical event, which was then passed down through generations and integrated into various cultural mythologies, including the story of Atlantis. The myth of Atlantis has captured the imaginations of countless artists and storytellers throughout history. In literature, authors like Jules Verne, H.G. Wells, and Arthur C. Clarke have all referenced or built upon the Atlantis myth in their works. The Lost City has also been a popular subject for films and television series, with movies like Atlantis, The Lost Empire and TV shows like Stargate Atlantis exploring the idea of a hidden, advanced civilization. The enduring appeal of Atlantis in popular culture speaks to the power of the myth and its ability to inspire wonder and curiosity. In the realm of New Age beliefs and alternative histories, Atlantis is often portrayed as an advanced, spiritually enlightened civilization with access to advanced technology and even extraterrestrial connections. Some adherents of these beliefs argue that the Atlanteans possessed advanced knowledge in fields like energy healing, psychic abilities, and advanced engineering. While these theories are not supported by mainstream historical or archaeological evidence, they continue to attract a following and contribute to the mythos surrounding Atlantis. The myth of Atlantis has captivated people's imaginations for centuries and continues to intrigue us today. The enduring fascination with the lost city can be attributed to several factors: the mystery of its location, the allure of discovering an advanced ancient civilization, and the philosophical and moral questions raised by its story. As long as the myth of Atlantis persists, people will continue to speculate about its origins, search for evidence of its existence, and be inspired by its timeless tale of triumph and tragedy. As we continue to explore our planet and unlock its ancient secrets, it's fascinating to ponder the potential truths hidden in age-old tales like that of Atlantis. The legend of the lost city serves as a powerful reminder of the endless curiosity and imagination that drives us to seek answers to the unknown. Whether or not Atlantis ever existed, the story has captured the hearts and minds of people for centuries, inspiring countless books, movies, and theories. It's a testament to the allure of the unknown and our desire to uncover the secrets of our past. So, what do you think? Is the Eye of the Sahara the long-lost city of Atlantis, or is the connection purely speculative? And do you believe Atlantis existed, or is it simply a cautionary tale from Plato? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below.